And we are live. Yep. Sunday, February 3. And it's the weekend collaboration. Mike, Peter, and Dan. Yeah, we are just about to go through what we did yesterday. And I'm just about to show Peter some greens.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah. So yesterday we had called this. Yep. And content controller. This. So yeah, we implemented this. Contributor cannot merge articles. So given I'm logged in as publisher.
Yeah.
And I'm on the admin edit page for hi there. I had publisher's article as hi there. Then I should not see the merge button. And I should not see the field with ID, article ID. And I should not see the text, article ID.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's,
I see.
Yeah, that's what we did. And ta-da! Yeah. Why is it taking a while? Yep.
I see.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Really cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So where we left off, there were those two other where we left off. Oh yeah, I should look for this.
What is the actual requirement from the?
Yeah, that's what I. Sorry.
Okay.
So
you wanna look for the yeah. I'm gonna do it also.
Yeah, actually, the requirement was to. Let me go back. So here we have the scenarios, and there are 5 scenarios. A non-admin cannot merge articles. When articles are merged articles should contain the text of both previous articles. So that's the first 2 that we've implemented. And there's when articles are merged articles should have one author, either one of the original authors, and comments should all carry over to point to the new merged article, and title of the new article should be the title from either one of the merged articles. So these 3 we haven't implemented. And then it talks about some basically the specifics of the first scenarios, and then in part B it says start with the scenarios 1 and 2, which we've done. And then it says that Subsequent specs will be easier as you start adding specs and code to meet criteria spelled out in scenarios 3 and 4. But it never actually says to do 3, 4, and 5. It just says that make sure that you've done 1 and 2 and submit. But we were thinking we'd go ahead and implement the last 3 scenarios.
Okay.
And maybe write some RSpec tests instead of Cucumber. Right, Mike?
Yeah. So where we left off, you were like thinking if we could go ahead and implement 2, 3, and 4, and then see if it may involve like creating Cucumber like RSpec test, because I think what we were thinking out loud last night was like, did we need to create a new article in the database for us to merge? Because right now I think what we are doing, we are just updating one record, but then if you read through if you read through the other details of the of the README, like I think they say things like you should have like comments for both articles should be brought to this, and I don't know whether I can find that. So this is the bug fix being set up. Yeah, I think did you, I think yeah
right there it says they should all carry over to the new merged article. So it's like the idea, I think, is to create a new article and keep the original articles, but I don't know.
Or maybe it's just a user interface thing, since we can, since we've given the idea of the record we are merging with, we can always pull the comments from that other record and bring it over here. Yeah, but then, you know, we didn't write things to make the merge in the database and create maybe an actual link, and that's where I thought we could do maybe some RSpecs to see if we have 2 articles and we merge, do we have the idea of this article added to this, linked to this one, like, yeah. So yeah, I think that's where we left off. Yeah, and we started screaming, Peter, come and drive.
I don't have the latest code, so maybe it's tricky. But obviously I can even without the latest version, I can do the new features. So I'm not gonna have all the feature files you have, guys, but that's fine.
Yeah, what are you saying, Pete? I'm sorry.
That, I don't have all the files, right? But that's actually not a problem because we are doing new features. So at least writing new feature files, I mean, maybe.
Yeah, but you, well, Yeah, we did implement the sad password. Like, so we made changes to the form so that it doesn't show up when you're not an admin and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't have that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's something that you can do quickly to catch up, since even we started early. Yeah.
But do you have this mic somewhere? Then I can just pull it down and we can move.
Yeah, I push it up to the same thing that you cloned, the same repo. Yeah.
I need to find that repo again because it seems I lost the.
You're able to get the repo?
No, it's I don't know, sometimes it messed up somehow, but it's fine.
Yeah, maybe I can just share it again.
Just a moment.
Oh, no. Shika. Hapana. Enda kwa mama.
Oh. merge conflicts, and I need to go through those. Okay. I think I'm ready. It's not this. Okay, cool. So let's check what is the scenario we need to cover, right? I remember it was on Dan's screen, but now it's disappeared.
Oh.
Oh yeah, here we go. So when articles are merged, the merged article should have one author, either one of the authors. Not sharing, I know. I'm gonna do it in a moment. Yes. So when articles are merged, the merged article should have one author. Let's put this in a scenario, right? And articles are merged. Articles should have only one authors.
Maybe we can refresh it to
articles are merged articles.
Yeah, merged articles should have only one author.
Yep. Okay. The background is still valid. I'm just wondering how should we approach? Maybe we should pick one of those, like which article author lives. So probably the most logical one is the article which you merged into the other article, because that's gonna live, right? Yes.
I'm not sure I understood.
So there are two articles, one which is the one you are merging into, and the second one which you are merging in, right?
Yes.
So I would assume that the article you are merging into, that's the more important one, maybe, because that's the one you want to actually keep, kind of.
Yes.
But that can be, yeah, that's questionable, of course. But yeah, we can maybe use that as a setup. That always the author that is the original article where you are merging into, that's what always stays the author, you know.
Yeah, because given our implementation,
Mm-hmm.
there is always going to be one author, and that's the author of the article that we are.
Mm-hmm. So, for instance, if you are merging so hi there is the one you want to keep, then you're merging in the root track, then the author will be publisher. But the opposite way, if you have root track and you want to merge in this one, then the author will be contributor.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is actually already implemented, basically. Should be.
Kind of, yeah. That's what I was wondering. But we can write a test around it just to be sure. So it's gonna be the setup will be, yeah.
The weird thing is like now. Okay, I don't know. Do they mention anywhere where co-authors exist?
Sorry?
Where?
Yeah, because when the two articles are merged, we will have the main author and the co-author.
Mm-hmm.
Like the author of the first article will be the author, and then like you are saying, good try. Now in reality, if we have good try and we merge hi there to good try, we will have the author of good try as the main author, and then the author of hi there as maybe a supporting author or something of the sort. Or is the statement meant to for the merged article, now we get rid of the author of the other document and only have publisher as the author? I'm not sure if it makes sense.
Yeah, I think we get rid of it, no?
Yeah, it's kind of unfair, but that's what the specification says. Like, basically, don't give credit to one of the authors, and
Yeah.
I mean, that's really, it's only saying the author for for the purposes of typo, but actually, if we wanted to, we could give credit in the actual text of the article to other authors if we wanted to.
Yeah, yeah. We can add maybe to the body of the text.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's imagine that you logged in as a publisher, like this here. Or oh, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So only the administrator can merge them. So potentially that's something you have to live with. So you have to log in as an administrator, right?
Yeah, and I think by default it's logged in as administrator.
Well, it's you have to write it out. It's not in the background scenarios.
Okay.
So given I'm logged into the admin panel, that's okay, and I'm an admin content page. You don't have to even go to the content page, right? So you can you see the author from the dashboard directly? So if you log in, because I don't have Heroku still on this, and I forgot Mike's magic word how to stop the test, but
the save and open page.
Save and open page. Okay, now I will remember that.
Actually, if you look in the web steps, there's a line that you can put in the cucumber. It's at the bottom of the web steps.
Yeah.
If you just put in, then show me the page.
Wow.
In your cucumber feature, it just saves it. It just opens it there, right after, or right before wherever you put it.
This is freaking magic. Dan, this is freaking magic. Let's do this. So I will start the same way as here, given I'm logged in. And then show me the page.
That came too soon.
Let's have a look. Oops.
No quotes.
Oh, no quotes. Show me the page, baby. So it's Cucumber. Oh, Cucumber features. And then we go with the merge articles. Let's have a look. I know I should have defined the line maybe, but it's fine. Boom. Okay, so when you're logged in, you cannot see actually the authors even in here. So from this tab, you should go to the total or all articles, maybe. Of course.
Yeah, I only show the one. Can we just open up the run our Rails server?
Yeah, but now I'm in this. Boom. Now you see my password.
All right.
Be careful, guys.
I'm taking a note of that in my head.
Great.
Does
It's
it
great
change?
because it's recorded, so the whole world took a note.
Does it change
So-
all the time?
I don't know. All articles now. Okay, so in all articles, you still. Oh no, you see the author. So after you actually merge in the article, you know which one you merged in. You can actually double check if that article has the. Oh,
Yeah.
wait. But if did you figure it out how to kill an article?
How to kill one?
Like, yeah, so you merge in, and then how to delete the old one if so.
Oh, I didn't think about that actually.
Because then it might happen that you just merge them in, but you can still see all the articles regardless if you merged in or not.
Yeah.
So there are multiple
Are
ones.
you asking about how to undo a merge, like how to reverse a merge?
No. So when you merge in one article to the other, like, so you merge in hi there. So you merge in good try into hi there, and we merge the bodies and everything. So then how you delete these objects from the database? Because then it will be a duplicate, kind of, the content at least.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it should definitely not
Yeah.
have the duplicate content available for people to browse or whatever.
Yeah.
About that, I feel like we are being mean to the guy who's merged. Yeah, because
sure.
actually, like before Peter asked about how to remove the article that's merged, in my head I was thinking of what if I merge and I want to reverse the merge.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, what if I merge articles and then it turns out like, oh, they were not as related as I thought, and then I say, okay, I'll not merge, I'll reverse the merge.
You're worried about lawsuits, aren't you?
Yeah, because what's coming to my mind? What's coming to my mind is that instead of I feel we should add in the DB we should add a field of or maybe we should create a model for articles which are merged, and then if we create that model, then we can have a one-to-many relationship from an article and to the one that's merged, because maybe I would want to merge like 3 articles together. So it's managed from a point of relationships. It's not managed from a point of us just compiling the texts and adding it there. That's maybe from
It's
yeah, yes,
I get it. It's actually opening up the option to merge multiple articles, but
yeah.
But you can also do this manually, right? So for instance, if you merged in one article to the other and you want to merge a third article, you can still merge it.
Yeah, but now if I merge 5 articles, I can't remove any.
Yeah, that's the thing. So you're gonna have one. So if you have 5 articles and you want to merge four of the 5 into the first one, then you're still gonna have 5. You're just gonna have one, the first one, which is like the monster article.
Yeah, sure.
You just need to do one by one. That's actually the question. Like you merge first the second to the first, and then the third to the first, and the fourth, right? So that's actually possible still.
Yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah.
It's just, I think it's a question for us to, do we want to keep the original articles, whether it's merged or not, or we can. So I think it's more of what Mike's saying as not being, like being lossless, basically, is that we can keep it in the admin, but we are not showing it. That's I think that's fine. Because then you always have the original reference that how the article looked and all this. So it's not that, it's quite practical, can be, actually. Like imagine a situation when someone is publishing an article and they merge her article into another one, but actually he gets money after the article. Like how you can prove that you wrote that article, so this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So and actually, I think the implementation that we did actually doesn't delete the other articles. So
no, yeah. Okay, so we can go further in here. So logged in as a publisher, and you need to go to all articles, right? And then you will see all the authors as the articles as well. No? Because what I would like to try here is that when you see all the articles, and we already, so first we need to merge in, obviously, but then when you go to all articles, then when we find the article you merged into, so in this case, Hi There, like the Good Try was merged into Hi There. So when you go to all articles here, then when you find the title of, when you find in this list that article, then the author will be the same. But that's just a check. Obviously, it will be the same because that's the one you merged into. So it's a no-brainer. But it's more like a security check kind of test. I'm not sure if it was easy to understand, honestly.
Maybe we start doing and then.
Yeah. So the whole thing is we go through the same exact steps here. We merge it. So Good Try merged into Hi There. Yeah. Then in the admin panel, we go into all articles, and in this column we find Hi There as an article. And what we're gonna check is if the author of the article is gonna be the same as when before the merge, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure if it's error, like, is it bulletproof or not? So given I'm logged into the admin panel as administrator with password administrator, I'm the admin contact which Hi There. When I find an article, I do with Good Try and I press merge. You can actually steal, but it might be unnecessary step to see, then I should see. This is how we follow links, like, right? The when I follow.
Yes.
Right. Show me the page here. What does it show me the page then? Oh, you're already here. So actually you can already double check here. Because you return to the all articles by default.
And there's no author right now, right?
Really? So how did we do the merge?
Yeah. You see, guys, it's maybe it's worth double check. Okay. So then. Actually, you don't need to. Then I should see. Then I should see hi there as the original author. Is it okay this way?
Maybe just put who's the actual author of Hi There? It's publisher, right?
Yes.
Just put Hi There has author publisher.
Has the author. Yeah, that's good to put on. Author. Publisher. Okay. Is this correct? Then I should see hi there has the author publisher. That's it. That's what we wanna check. Or
maybe we should just write. Then I should see hi there's author. I should see the author for hi there.
It should have an author.
Yeah.
But wait, we merged into.
Because I think the instructions gave us an option of having an author from either articles, only that we need to have one author.
True, so it's more robust. I mean, like, it's a looser spec that you can like implement however you want, you know?
Yeah.
So actually we merged into hi there, good try. So, and since hi there.
But the question is how to write that. It should be either one of the original authors or it should have either the author of publisher or contributor.
Yeah, and currently it's administrator.
Yeah, but this is not the test. This is just the development server. So it'll be different when you run the tests. What's in the database?
Okay.
Right? Or was this the show me the page?
This is show me the page.
Okay, never mind then. I thought this was the Rails server.
No, this is show me the page now.
Okay.
So since we are logging in with administrator, and when we merge in the two articles, actually the author becomes administrator. Meanwhile, the original author was publisher.
Wow.
You see?
Yeah.
So I'm also wondering why this is happening, actually. It's only because we are logged in here and we make the change as administrator, so it's automatically changing the author to administrator just because we made the change with the administrator. What do you think?
Can you go to the content controller where we implemented the
content? Where are we? Oh, it's here. Is it this or no?
content controller?
No, it's here.
Is admin? Yeah, admin
Yeah.
content controller. Yeah.
So.
And then the new or edit method.
Yep. So
it grabs the article based on the params article ID.
Yep. The article which you want to merge in, and then it's here, and then you select the body out of it, and then in here we have the original article.
Can we inspect to see maybe the name of the author at this point?
Sure. Do we have Pride? Probably. Oh my god.
Enda kwa mama.
What is happening? Oh man.
You're trying to run it from the console?
Yeah. Unexpected end. Yes, you're right. But still I forgot. Fifth line. What the? Oh, I remember this. Oh. Can you guys check on your controller what was this line actually, because it's already got.
Content controller line 5. It's show enter to save. Is it this controller?
Content controller. The same controller.
Yeah, this is what I have on line 5.
Yeah, it's okay. Is there okay. Again. Can you go back, Mike, please, again, because it says that show auto. Thank you. Probably this is the issue. All right. Okay. So in Hello World, we don't have another article, but that's easy to fix. I'm also wondering, this is not really user-friendly. Like, how would you know the article ID? As someone who... Oh, shit, okay. Oh, here we go. So, what was your question, Mike, originally?
Forgot.
But if you know the...
Oh yeah, who at this point, who's the author? Or
Seems no one.
huh.
There's no author in the params.
No.
No author. Let's see.
Is it the same in yours, guys?
On the content controller, line 169. 160. Wait a minute. No, that's not where it is. Okay, just down a little bit. 181 there. You see if request dot post. And then it does this set article author. So
I see. So we are too early.
Yeah. And then if you just go down and look at the set article author method, it sets article.author to equal current user dot login.
That's why it's actually administrator now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yep.
Maybe it should check if we are updating.
Yes, that's a good one.
So it actually, if you already have article.author set, it will just return doing nothing.
Yep.
So we just need to make sure to set the article author.
But it's funny because you see here, so it should return when it has an article already, author already.
If it has an author, yeah.
Yeah.
So as long as we just
maybe it should return the author. Return author if article.author, or because if you just return to return nil.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we want. We want it to return nil because
then the author will be set to nil.
No, it won't be set to nil. It'll return nil. It will return basically doing nothing. This set article author method will do nothing, which is what we actually want. So, like,
oh yeah, I understand.
Yeah, if we merge the article and then immediately set the article at article.author, then so before it saves, it's going to call this set article author. That will do nothing. It will leave the author unchanged, and then it'll save the article. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. How can we? I'm just wondering why it doesn't work in the original case when we have a publisher author. Why it overrides, because it has an author, so this should be returned.
It's because we are just calling this new or edit, or well, I don't know actually. At article, if you just in your pry, just do at article and see what's there. No, so like there's nothing is even set in the article at that point when you start the new or edit method, and then the new or edit method builds basically populates that at article with the with Baram's article, but it doesn't set the dot author. All it does is just so maybe if you put the pry after the two lines
here.
Yeah, after that.
Exit with a bang.
Okay.
This is weird, really, because I thought Rails handles updates really well.
Huh. At article, and there's an author, Mr. Typo.
Mm-hmm.
And then do @article.author. Mr. Typo.
But this is the hello. So for my example is a bit
Hello world.
Yeah. So it's because in my DB it's only the hello world article, and that article I just created this. Okay, if I can go back, yeah. This blah blah blah. This.
Okay.
Right, but I can run DB seed if we have the seed, but we don't have, I think. So it's strange because Hello World has an author, Mr. Typo, but here it shows admin.
Yeah, this is the issue with there's already one article.
Well, like in the view where it shows the maybe we can check the view. Maybe it's auto set to no, but it can't because the other time we saw that some authors were missing.
So in here, nothing shows actually author on article level. But then here, why it shows these? We can check the view, of course, what Mike said to see what is. So articles is getting rendered. Let's probably this one.
Hello. Sorry.
Yes.
I was on mute. Yeah. So this author link thing, how? Oh yeah, this is the route, the author link route.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's called article. No, they pass article.
Mm-hmm.
Articles.
Yeah, and articles is actually in the content controller, of course, at index, and it's this. Yeah. But we're not really getting ahead with this.
So if they do author link for article, they just get the text that we are seeing on the.
And that's not clear. So that's actually not clear where this is coming from. Because in the view, it's rendering this, the articles, which is this, and then it searches inside of the article database basically, and then.
Which view are you looking into? Index.
Index.
Okay, yeah.
Adding these elements maybe. Nope. Source. No. No. Something else. Yeah, how we can figure this out. Yeah, it's the same page. Yeah, we were at the right page.
Yeah, on this.
Wait, article list. There is a.
Is this different? I think it's different from what I have, right? No, it's not.
If we can get to this article list partial, we might be better. Actually.
It's just in the content directory first.
Okay. So then it goes through other articles.
On line 9.
On line 9, author link article.
Author link, I think, is the. I think it's a route.
It's a helper here. So if this blog link to author and article user, and it's article user which outputs. Wait.
There's a user and an author or an article.
Yeah, let's have a look here. Yeah, let's. It seems like.
So it assumes that when you're creating an article, the user should be creating the article.
No, it doesn't have a user.
And
that's the user. Just do add article.
Also, we don't have a route for author link.
User ID 1. Author, admin.
How can you change? Oh, yeah. Can you even change the author? That's a question. Is it what? What? Perfect. Oh, it's still in here. You cannot change the author from here at all, right?
I don't see any.
Just then, how how could you add Mr. Typo to it then? Because in this case, then every article will be either administrator, publisher, or contributor. So when you create a new article, yeah, there's no field like that. So I think this is what's happening here, that so it calls this author link on the article and checks these scenarios. So if the article has a user email and it's more than 0, so it exists, then you have a user email in the author link. The second scenario checks, okay, if you don't have all of them, but you have article.user and article username, then it's article username. And I think we are falling into this category where we don't have any of these, so we have article author.
So this is done in the helper file.
Yeah. So I'm wondering how you create an article.user. Like what's that? It's this, like here. See. Could you see? So if I give the profile the name, then I can change from admin to Peter. So probably if I save it now and I go back to the articles list. Oh, maybe if I only create after I created this. Publish? No. It's not that name, it seems. Oh, but why is it? Okay, it doesn't save the settings.
Maybe that's a bug.
Maybe that's a bug.
Yeah.
Well, even if I give everything here and save it, then I cannot choose. Oh, oh. Okay, so where the draft is. Yeah, so guys, it's not saving the profile settings, so it seems that, yeah, basically it's always gonna be the admin, publisher, contributor currently. Is it the same for you?
I don't
So
know.
so can you add, so if you log in the Rails to the actual app and change your settings in the profile and give yourself a name and you change the display name, can you change it the way that also in the all articles index page is not author anymore? I think we found another bug actually.
Huh. Let's see.
So it seems when the user updates its profile, it's not saving the. Check you guys.
So you're saying if I go
on the top right, so logged in as
profile,
yeah, and change your name to something.
that's my login, that's my email.
Yes, so that.
Display name. Okay,
Oh,
so
you have to save it first. You have to save it first.
Save it.
Yeah.
Display name Dan H.
Okay.
Save it.
Mm-hmm.
And we go to all articles. And it still shows admin.
Yes. And even if you go now back to your profile.
But what if I go back to my profile?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not gonna be yeah.
Display name admin. Okay. They didn't like that.
So that's why you don't have a username.
Yep.
So there's no way we can test to see.
Unless we fix this bug.
No. All right, I think we're done with typo. Let's move on to the next project.
Let's hurry and get where the money is.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think my problem with this, and actually I remember that they told at the beginning that this is this is full of bugs, but I wasn't really expecting to be this. So
yeah,
because we might actually do this feature and we do the next one and the next one, probably there might be many others.
Yeah.
And that's not really good. So it's up to you guys really to, if you want to, but then we need to fix this one and then we can actually do our test. Because otherwise we can only check if it's like different from admin to publisher to contributor, but
yeah, I think we understand what we are trying to do. So as Dan says, maybe we get something else. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we can move on, guys.
It's unanimous. It's unanimous.
No, it's my problem with the typo is that this is such a monolith system. And we are not really producing value because no one is using this anymore. Or I don't know, but probably not so many people are using this.
Yeah, it's one of those things that maybe we need to use our time on something that because at some point we'll have to dump typo, but if we use the time on working on something else, I think it will be time well used.
Sure.
All right.
So let's what's the next assignment actually? Or we need to watch videos?
Oh, for edX, there's one more, yeah. But yeah, it's rotten potatoes.
Oh, jeez. But actually, that was funnier than this one. With all the movie. Or you want to turn into an actual project on Agile Ventures to pick one?
Yeah, we could do that.
Mike, you know better which one is actually more Rails focused.
Of course, website one.
Website, yeah. Yeah, but in website
maybe
one
we could.
Yeah.
Maybe we could join Matt with I know he's doing React front end, right? On the weekends at the moment, right?
Yep. Sure, we can do that. The website one backend is still Rails.
Although if we join him, he might move on to something else. He doesn't.
No, I think they need more hands actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think every project is lack of resource, honestly. So I remember when we did changes with Mike, it took I don't know how many days that they got merged because actually no one is there to review it. So
he's doing it on the weekend because he's forced to. He has no choice.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, probably that has to move on, and yeah. I know that Mike is doing some Phoenix stuff also. That's similar to Rails, but using not Ruby but Elixir on the.
Yeah, right here.
So share your thoughts around that.
Yeah, I think okay. All I can say is that I've heard people talk nicely about Elixir. I think the guys who do robotics and all that stuff, and I cannot testify because I'm just learning. So yeah, but it's nice. It's like moving from Ruby to Elixir. It's sort of easy because like the syntax and all that stuff. Just yeah, the only different thing will be this and how you deal with the data structures a little bit, but mostly they call these symbols. What are they called in Rails?
Those are Ruby,
Symbols.
so it's symbols.
Yeah, it's called, but I think there's a different name. Atoms. They call them atoms.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they call them atoms, and then you also have this change set and this con, and this is the controller. To delete this, they have pry.
Oh, there's also pry there.
Yeah, actually, it's inbuilt. You don't even have to import. Yeah, so you just go, just run around.
Finally,
yeah,
the battle is over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, I don't know. So we can go both ways, I think. So I don't know anything about Phoenix. I tried to learn the React part, of course. So there is also something we started working on then with Mike, the Sync for Need project, which was Federico was pushing actually to. I think there is plenty to room on that one because it's starting from zero.
Yes.
So we can update tests, we can update views, we can, if Mike shows us how to do, we can even like do changes on the backend because there is nothing. So that's quite open project as I see. The website one, I don't know how far the guys are actually.
Yeah, so yeah, this can be our baby, so that maybe every weekend. Difference could be is that it's React and Phoenix, and all we've been learning is on the weekend collab is Rails. So maybe we may need to take some jump starting course with React, maybe. So that Dan maybe is also at par with us.
Gotta catch up. But what is the Phoenix part? Phoenix is
the backend.
The backend, and it's like a new language, or
yeah, Phoenix is it's okay. Elixir is a programming language, and then Phoenix is the framework for Elixir, like Rails.
Okay. Yeah.
So Phoenix, it has this, like the reviews, guys are saying like Phoenix, it's so fast. Like Elixir was built on top of Erlang, which was built by some guys who was working for telecommunication companies, and what that Erlang was used for initially was to do routing for mobile phone networks, like phone calls to switch. They say it has a high level of concurrency because what it does is like basically what the mobile phone networks guys use to switch their networks and all that stuff. So like the virtual machine that it runs on, it's so fast, like it's built on top of a very fast technology. So with that now, some guy, Chris McCord, who was a Rails developer, I think, he built the Phoenix framework, which is a framework on top of Elixir. And now the Phoenix framework it's I think slowly it's becoming very popular, and yeah, guys are really learning it. There's a book actually I can share. I think Federico shared that book with me. Yeah, there's a book on mastering the Phoenix framework, which we always use for the Elixir mob during the week. I think I can share that. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah.
Because funny enough, there is also there is a course we followed for the React course with Mike, and there is a course for the same guy on Phoenix and how to work with Elixir as well. So actually, and that React course is really nice. So I probably assume that also the Elixir course is nice for the same guy.
Yeah, really. The no, this is the Ethereum course. The guy also has a course on Ether. So
yeah.
So that was Elixir. Yeah, there's also this link Elixir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these guys. It's where is my? Yeah, these guys are so nice. I think we can get in touch with Federico as well to get done the Elixir course as well. But it would be nice to focus maybe on React first, so that we
okay
we have the sessions maybe focused on something, and then slowly we can start learning the Phoenix and bring the backend on as well. But yeah, I think I don't know. I think Dan is so good at watching videos during the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah, it's a good idea. So next week then we can do React already. So let's see how far. But do you want to do the course on the weekends, or do you want to actually already participate? Because Symfony is good because it starts from beginning, so we can do whatever we feel like doing. So even with watching then the first few videos, you can already have the knowledge to do something on that project, and we can do it together.
Yeah.
There's so much to do.
So I can watch a few videos this week, and I'll just go through them, and then we can go ahead and start on the project if you all want to.
Sure.
Yeah, so we can pick a ticket right now and maybe try doing something.
I would say let's wait for.
Okay. Yeah, next week.
Yeah. There is also a handbook from. I will try to. So there is this guy Flavio Copes, and you can. He has a React handbook which is quite handy. It has 200 pages, and you can. Obviously, you have to give your email in return for the book, but you can always unsubscribe, of course. And he has a collection of books on everything, so like JavaScript, React, Node, Express. But the React handbook, I checked it for a little, and it seems okay. It's having in big steps, so it's like 200 pages, so it's not long. So obviously the steps are big. So what I would recommend is maybe to check the course first, watching the videos, and maybe if you wanna like read up on something, then check the handbook what this says about the same thing. So, but otherwise, I think Steven is really explaining the concepts quite well. So
yeah,
should be fine.
Yep. So with that, are we closing the typo and rotten potatoes chapter?
Yeah, the typo. I don't know. It's just so.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
I
I
don't
think.
have any problem with it. I think technically we finished the homework because it didn't specify to do the other 3 features, but
Yeah, the bug slammed the doors on us. React.
You are collecting.
Yeah. So I have this very bad habit of having so many bookmarks that I
yeah,
never go back to see what they are.
yeah, me too.
So nice.
All right. So next week we can maybe join Mike and Joseph if they are. But I know also we can do this Sing for Need if you are feeling to. I think so.
Yeah, I think we can just do this for the.
Okay.
I think I don't know. I feel they do a lot of the website one front-end stuff. So much stuff is done during the week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe if you can just spend these 2 hours on SFN, maybe it will be good for SFN.
Okay.
Yeah, and then again, you see, since Matt and Joseph are a little bit, maybe Joseph is a little bit more experienced. Working with Joseph will also be a plus. So
sure.
maybe joining website one will be nice. But yeah,
Yeah, I could maybe join it. So they're doing it like pretty much every weekend before our meeting, right?
Yeah, so maybe we can plan with them so that if it can be started maybe early, then we do Sing for Needs during the weekend collab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not here to fight for what they want. So we'll make decisions that suit us, you know. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, guys, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Let's see. All right, then. Yeah, see you next week. Until then we can all catch up with React and see how far we can go.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
But how far you are, Mike, with the videos?
Yeah, I'm still stuck on week 15.
Okay.
I think since we'll be since this week we'll be moving something React, I think I'll push it. I don't know. I think the last things I was doing was about Redux Tank. Yeah, and after that, moving to 15, I haven't looked at it for like 3 weeks, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think I'll
no, but if we do it during the weekend collaboration, then we can practice it in weekly manner, so it's fine.
Yeah, actually, what impressed me is that you are adding the routes already in the.
Oh yeah, because I didn't want Federico down, so I was like, yeah, sure, let's do something with this.
Yeah,
which is more than opening containers and all this.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I think my plan is I'm just gonna watch the videos. Like when I did the edX course, I just watched the videos straight through without doing the rest of the content, and then go back and do the assignments and stuff like that. So I don't know if that'll work with this Elixir course because it looks like really hands-on, but maybe I'll try that just to speed through the videos and then go back, work through the examples. And then by next time, maybe I'll have a few a few videos up under my belt if I do it that way.
Yeah, Federico can give you a link to the Udemy Elixir course as well, because I think Steven Grender gave Agile Ventures a donation for the course, like he did for the React course.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So I think Federico can, if you contact Federico, he can give you the link.
Okay.
Coupon, yeah. And you can have the Elixir videos. I think it's nice to start with the videos before doing the books. That's always better for me. If I start with the videos and someone explains stuff and we do stuff, then later on I go get the books to read. I think
same here.
that way works better for me. Yeah, but yeah. Actually, I'll be pairing with Kukula on some Phoenix stuff later today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll share the link in case anyone wants to join. Yeah.
Mike, did you manage to cut down your projects?
Mike, yeah? Are you going to sleep tonight, or you just gonna go through the night?
No, by midnight I'll be dead asleep, or maybe 1 a.m. Yeah, but I've been shaping myself such that I work until maybe latest 1 a.m. Then I set my alarm for 7 a.m. which normally and I don't wake up. When I wake up, it's 8 a.m., which is fair. That will be like hours of sleep,
That's insane, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
All right, then since Matt and Joseph I think they just finished their pairing, I think.
Yeah.
So we cannot join them, but we can. Let's see you next week.
Alrighty.
Then we can with new power. Thank you, guys.
Okay, nice.
Nice. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.